a video for Raman. Some words that you want to say before going to the Everest?
Well, I want to pray God to give me energy, give me a pair of wings, give me stamina, and request Everest to give me access to the peak.
Yes.
Yes, amazing. Let us see in this part 2 what was it that brought Raman to the road to Everest. At the age, people don't even think this is possible.
Your grandson has a major role to play here.
Yes.
So
He pushed me. Actually, when I was in 7th class in school, we had a chapter in Hindi book
Hanji.
about Sherpa Tenzing and Hillary climbing Everest. So that time somewhere it came to my mind that I think this would be interesting and I should someday should be on the top. But then over a period of time, as I grew up and got involved in mundane things of life, so that was kind of put on the back burner. And then I thought, now it's over. I'm too old for this. So I had just forgotten it. In 21, I had gone to my daughter Richa, and in fact, I was sitting in the same room where I am now and on the same sofa. It was a Sunday, had my breakfast, just scrolling my mobile, sprawling on a sofa. So this guy, he was 10 years old, he was sleeping, so he came out of his bedroom, rubbing his eyes, and then he shoots a question, Nana, what is your purpose in life? I was taken aback totally. I said, what he is asking? I fumbled for a reply. So I said, अभी क्या होगा बेटे पर्पस? अभी तो हो गया सब कुछ, बेटियों की शादियां कर दी, रिटायर हो गए, नौकरी हो गई, अब तो ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन के साथ खेलने का टाइम है, वही पर्पस है. So he shoots another question. He says, but you can't while away your life scrolling your mobile lying on a sofa like that. There has to be something which you wanted to do. Yeah. There has to be something which you want to do with your life. That really shook me.
Amazing. Usually this kind of a comment comes backwards to the younger generation now.
Yeah. 10-year-old guy, asking me. So I was kind of totally shaken up. I was not comfortable. That night I couldn't sleep. I was just thinking why he's asked this question. It's not a question like coming from a 10-year boy. There has to be some connection somewhere. Then suddenly I realized, oh my God, I wanted to climb Everest always. And maybe this is God's call.
Reminder to prod you.
Then next morning I got up and I told Anita, I said, I want to climb Mount Everest.
Amazing.
And she was looking at me totally surprised.
Suddenly, all of a sudden,
ये क्या बोल रहे हो? Suddenly Everest कहाँ से आ गया आज?
I know from your writings that you are fond of cooking. So, I mean, आपको नींद नहीं आई सारी रात, you didn't sleep. And then you could have chosen any other purpose, any other goal, considering where you were at your life. But why mountaineering? Only because of that dream of climbing Everest?
Even after retirement, although life was good, I had done well in the bank also. Kids were settled. I mean, life was good, very good. But somewhere, sometimes, I'll get uneasy. I'll get a feeling that there was something I was born for, something different, which I haven't done. But I was not able to pinpoint what it is.
Yeah,
so when I got this idea of Everest, then it connected, it put me at rest. I said, yes, now I'm there.
When you say this, I'm reminded of that video of yours that you spread your arms and you're like running. It's so beautiful.
When we were going to Kangyapse last year.
Suddenly you came on a clearing. I love that. So, Anita ji, if suppose Umesh had posed that question to you, would that have troubled you?
I asked you, you were telling Nana that what's your purpose in life? Why didn't you ask me? He says, no, you look after me and my other granddaughter. So you are a caretaker of all of us. I only asked Nana. That's why.
It is only this old man who is lying whole day on the sofa and scrolling his mobile.
I asked him, why didn't you ask me? He said, no, you have to look after all of us. So it's for Nana only.
That is an important job. That is a very important task too, equally, I would say. So does Umair also aspire to do what you do?
No, he's more of a geek. He's busy with his laptop. And
so he wants to continue scrolling. He wants to continue with that, but he doesn't want his grandfather to be doing that.
Busy with his AI.
Very good in robotics and AI.
So he has another destiny. And let's come to preparations. Now, give us some idea of the condition and circumstances, eventualities that come across that you face when you're doing mountaineering and that you have to prepare for.
When Umair woke me up, I started thinking where to start, how to start. Because most of my old mates, they had kind of retired, declared themselves to be old and no more trekking.
How old were you?
I was 69 and I didn't have any connection with any youngsters now who would be interested in all this. They say that if your intention is good, then the whole universe comes and helps you. So when I was in Bombay in the bank, we had a small group there through which we'll go to Sahyadris for smaller weekend treks. I was still a member of that. I hadn't quit the group. So suddenly after 4 or 5 days, I received a message in that group that we are planning to go to Everest Base Camp with 3 passes trek. It's a difficult trek, 21-day trek. Anybody interested?
Nature
And
is designing,
yeah,
moving to make
yeah,
this happen for you.
divine, yeah,
Totally.
divine forces. And I immediately shot back. I said, yes, I'm in. But then the issue was my guru of mountaineering, Colonel Romil, he's a retired army person and runs a mountaineering group now, Boots and Crampons. Be the leader of the group, and he was taking us there. They formed a WhatsApp group for that. And when I told him that I'm 69 years old, I'm a banker, ex-banker, so he was slightly apprehensive. He said, sir, this is a very difficult track. Normally VC is still okay, but we are adding 3 passes also. So that is very challenging, and I have my doubts if you will be able to do it at your age. I said, sir, there are still 6 months, and I'll do whatever workout you suggest, and I'll report to you every day. Watch for 1 month. After that, think about it.
Okay.
So 1 month regularly, he'll send me the workout every day, and I'll do that workout and report by evening that this I have done and what is for tomorrow. So after
Ah.
1 month, he said, yes, sir, you are in.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So then when I went there, I was happy that all others were youngsters. They were all around 40, 45 or 30s. One girl was 18 or 19 years old. So I found that I was matching them well and speed was not an issue. And in fact, after 2 days, Colonel had to tell me, sir, you are pushing the speed. So others are cribbing. I said, sir, but you said we are not to cross your Sherpa. So I never crossed him. He says, no, sir, when you get too close to him, तो उसकी पूंछ में आग लग जाती है और भागना शुरू कर देता है वो.
Because
Yeah.
I wanted to see how did you
Yeah.
fare vis-a-vis the other people in your group?
Yeah. So incidentally, during this, normally there are two people sharing a room or a tent, So
Nice.
in this case, it was mostly rooms. There are tea houses in Nepal on these treks, and we stay in the rooms. So
Oh.
me and Colonel Romil were sharing the room. So
Oh.
after we finished this trek, then he said कि सर अभी मुझे लग रहा है आप में थोड़ी हवा बाकी है, दम है अभी, आप क्लाइंबिंग शुरू कीजिए. माउंटेन क्लाइंबिंग शुरू कीजिए, ट्रैकिंग छोड़ दीजिए, क्लाइंबिंग शुरू कीजिए. तो मैंने कहा सर अब इस उम्र में क्लाइंबिंग कहाँ होगी? कहता नहीं सर, आप जहां पहुंचेंगे आप सबसे ओल्ड हिंदुस्तानी होंगे वहां पर. सो ही
Excellent.
काइंड ऑफ मोटिवेटेड मी. देन ही सजेस्टेड सम मोर वर्कआउट, मोर डिफिकल्ट एंड मोर चैलेंजिंग वन, कि आप ये कीजिए और उसके बाद फिर चलते हैं. माय फर्स्ट 2 peaks I climbed in Mount Unam. I climbed with Colonel Romil only.
Okay.
And after that we went to Kilimanjaro also, which we did
Yes.
together.
And this was both in
So
the same year. In July, you
yeah,
did Unam,
yeah.
2022, and the same year you did Mount Kilimanjaro.
That gave me a lot of confidence. Then after that, I didn't look back. Then I continued with my workout, and of course, I'll try that. At least I do one peak every year to test myself.
He
Keep
really
each shape.
worked hard for
Yeah.
4 years for Mount Everest.
But I want to ask you, so the base camp and the 3
Yeah.
passes, it's just a trek. There is no climbing.
The height of base camp is also around 17,500 feet.
Yes.
And on the way, these 3 passes we climbed, and besides that, we climbed Kala Pathar is a peak near Everest. That is around 5,800 meters. So that is all climbing, but they were less than 6,000, around 5,000. All these passes, 3 passes which we call, they are all 5,000 plus meters.
So is that
So
something anyone can do? Like if I say I want to do it, do you think I can do it or anyone else?
for that matter, I'll say that no technical climbing is required. Like you don't have to be roped up, or it's walking, but it's uphill and you are in a rarefied atmosphere where oxygen is less as you are climbing up, at 17,000 feet. So it needs a lot of effort. So you need preparation. Yes, of course, anybody can go. You can go, but it's not like that कि घर से उठे और चले गए. You have
Correct.
to prepare for that.
What is it that you're preparing for? It is rarefied atmosphere, low oxygen levels, right? And
Yeah.
so you went to training. Did you go to training in Pune that you mentioned it for 15 days for this?
That I did only for Everest. Otherwise, other peaks I didn't take that. They call it hypoxic training, in which
Right.
there is a chamber, sealed chamber, and they reduce the level of oxygen in that. And then you have to stay there for some time, maybe 2 hours, 3 hours. To start with, you start with 1 hour, then gradually increase it. And you are on a treadmill, so you keep walking on that. And you have to maintain your oxygen levels around your body SpO2 around 75 to 80.
Okay. The other thing I noted was the night walking. You practice night walking. So was it for this or again for later climbs, Kilimanjaro, Everest?
Actually, any summit we do, it is done during night. Because you are at a height where there is a lot of snow, ice, glaciers. If you are moving on daytime, snow is soft. Your foot goes down into it, and then you have to increase your effort, then put your foot up and again down and all that. Glaciers also, crevices, and they become soft. So there is a chance of avalanche during daytime.
I
So
see.
normally peaks are done during night. We start depending upon our speed and how much distance we have to go. We start somewhere around 9 or 10 or 11 in the night, and idea is to reach the peak around sunrise, 6:30 or 7, so that when you come back, even that time also the ice is hard and you're not going sinking into the soft snow. So for
Yeah.
that you have to have a practice that whole night you can walk,
Mm.
because people find it difficult to walk during the night because they are not used to it. So for that, Colonel Romil only suggested that at least sometime I should go during the nights and spend some 6 7 hours walking, so that I'm used to, my body is used to that.
With some
That's
weight.
why I was doing. Weight one has to carry, because here I was mostly practicing in Dubai. We are literally at the sea level. The body has to be tuned to bigger challenge, because normally we are carrying 5 to 7 8 kilo of weight, not more than that. Because nowadays there are porters or Sherpas who carry most of your weight. Still, if you carry 15 kilo here, then probably you find 5 kilo there easy. If you are carrying 5 here only, then you'll find 5 kilo, carrying 5 kilo there very difficult. So I
Nice.
was normally walking around 25 kilometers to 30 kilometers once in a week during night with a 15
Yes.
kg backpack.
It's written in one of your articles, if you sweat in peace, you don't bleed in war.
Yeah.
Were you
So much.
comfortable with this, Anita ji?
I used to go with him, but
At
for
night?
10, 12 kilometers, yeah,
Yeah.
at night. So after 12 or 13, whatever was comfortable for me, I used to come back and he used to continue after that.
Nice. So that brings me to the next important topic here. Health. You don't have any condition, right? Chronic, or how has your health generally been?
Trim, both of us have been slim and trim and good health, no major issues. I have a thyroid, hypothyroidism. For that, I have to take one tablet. But generally, they say that hypothyroidism causes weight gain for you. But fortunately, I never gained any weight. Somehow, God has been kind. Other lifestyle diseases, no diseases. Blood pressure
Excellent.
and all those things, yeah.
Actually, being thin is not an indication of health. There are people who are not obese, but
Yeah.
they still have conditions. But
Yeah.
I think you're blessed, so that's excellent.
Yes,
And I
God
want to
has been
tell
kind.
you, your condition, you can actually get rid of your medicines also. And you will find in our group only that the person, he also, by the way, had hypothyroidism, and he took the
Okay.
medicine for 25 years. He came to the US.
Okay.
He got rid of the medicine in 6 months. Now
Oh,
he is medicine free, thyroid condition free. His thyroid is normal and he's working, he bikes and he's excellent, very active and free of all medications.
great.
That's because he changed his diet and he adopted other lifestyle practices. And I know you're a believer of alternative practices. You've shared the link of your friend, Dr. Arun Sood, who
Yes,
also
yes.
helped his dog recover from multiple organ failures using
Yeah,
alternative
yeah.
medicine. You never had diabetes, a common, the big common things
No,
like diabetes, blood pressure, cholesterol.
no.
And
Thankfully,
I'm
no.
sure
Thankfully, no.
the reason is the contribution of Anita ji. What kind of food do you eat? Normally doctors will say after 60, even after 40 now, right? People tend to get diabetic or pre-diabetic and high cholesterol. Everybody is on like cholesterol medication. So, what was it you did that kept you free of all of these scourges?
Actually, maybe in younger age we were not that aware of the things, but as you grow, you learn so many things from people. You read. For past so many years, we are very particular about our eating habits, sleeping habits. We eat by 7:30 or so and go to bed by 9:30 and 10.
Now.
Now,
Yeah.
no, but for so many years
Yeah,
we have been
yeah,
practicing
yeah.
this, and all other things like having a breakfast at time, and that should be lighter, not always. Earlier we used to have pranta and all every day, but not now. Gradually we changed our lifestyle also, so that helped a lot.
Yeah, I'll add something here. Basically, she's a very good cook. She's a vegetarian and cooks vegetarian food. So non-veg I cook whenever there is
Yeah.
non-veg in the house. She is very good cook, so it's very difficult to resist the temptation to have more. But despite that, we made sure that quantity is kept limited.
Yeah.
We eat less comparatively, and we do some kind of exercise, whatever is possible. We keep ourselves mobile.
Exercise also 6 days a week at least.
Yeah.
One day you have to
What
give
kind of
rest to your
exercise
body.
do you do, both of you?
3 days we go to gym. And 3 days it's walk. I don't do running because I have knee issues, but he
So
For
in the
Everest,
gym, you
I
do
was
weight
doing
resistance training, Anita ji.
yeah.
when I was preparing for these peaks, that time I was climbing stairs also. I'll
Yeah.
climb almost 6,000 stairs once a week with a backpack, 15-kilo backpack. My routine was 1 day gym. Next day I go for jogging. Then third day again gym. And then I go for stairs. And then again gym. And then night walk. And 7 days a rest day for the past about 3-4 years. Yeah, when I started mountain climbing. Yeah, before that also it was not that strict, but we'll always go for a walk, a jog, or go to the gym. My job was transferable, so we were moving all over India. So wherever, whatever was possible, we made sure that some kind of exercise we start.
And now our
Keep.
bodies also have become used to of if we don't exercise one day for 1 day,
We don't sleep well.
sleep well. Yeah.
That's great. I think one should reach that level. When you don't
Yeah.
exercise, you feel uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Uncomfortable mentally also, physically भी वो थके नहीं है, थकावट नहीं है शरीर में, तो नींद नहीं आ रही
Mentally
है.
also there's a guilt that we didn't do exercise or any kind of work.
Insomnia is a huge problem now, rising even amongst the youngsters. So
Yes.
they should understand from this that थके ही नहीं तो नींद कहाँ से आएगी? If you don't
Exactly.
exert yourself, how are you going to get
Hmm.
sleep? Body is not going to switch out like that
Yes. And in
naturally.
that, I'll add one more thing, that the time of your sleep,
Yeah, that is very
वो
important.
एक टाइम फिक्स होना चाहिए आपका when you must go to sleep. Now we go to sleep around 9:30 or 10, latest by 10, but earlier we were going up to 11 also when we were younger, but we had a fixed time. Normally we'll stick to that.
That time also.
So your body and mind both are tuned to the, now this is the sleep time. So if you sleep at that time, probably you sleep better. This is my experience,
But
and we
not
stick to
later
that.
than 11.
If somebody is at your
Sometimes-
place and friends have come, it's
But it's
exceptional.
very rare.
That's exceptional. But a lot of youngsters now sleep much later. Is that
Yes, yes.
something good?
I feel that is not good for your body and your mind also.
And that's why they cannot sleep. The
Stress is
problems
always there.
rise.
then.
Always there. Their jobs are so stressful.
This is amongst teenagers too. It's not just people who are working.
School going also. Yes, yes. They are
So
busy on their laptops or mobiles, and then they
high
lose track
school
of time.
children sleep much later. Like 9:30, I think they will scoff and laugh that 9:30 if they're supposed to sleep. 11 even. This is what is then giving rise to problems.
Which you realize later, but by that time it's too late.
Yeah.
If you don't stick to timing.
These days, these youngsters, people at the age of 20, in their 20s and 30s, suffering heart attack and dying or having serious issues. So all this is because of this lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
Our lifestyle and increasing toxicity also in the food supply.
Yeah.
So, how important is yoga and pranayam and alternative practices in your life?
I am a qualified yoga teacher.
Even I am.
Oh,
We have done certifications. I have from Ministry of Ayush,
I
level
see.
1 teachers program, and she has also done her yoga program. We follow it, particularly pranayam and some asanas on regular basis. Yes.
Did you start it recently or have you been doing it for a while? And did it help you in your trekking and mountaineering?
I did this yoga program after my retirement.
Okay.
But I started in 2003. My father was a regular yoga practitioner. From 2003 onwards, I am regular.
Excellent. And did it help you?
There's a lot of stretching involved when you're doing yoga asanas. They help in molding your body and it becomes more active and your joints have strength, which helps a lot when you are pushing on the mountains. And pranayam helps oxygen control, and your breath is comparatively better if you're doing regularly.
I think in your case, since you have grown up walking so much throughout your life, your body is naturally used to taking a lot of oxygen, breathing in natural ways. You must be breathing also right. I remember in one of the climbs, with your Sherpa, he was worried about your oxygen levels and he took your oxygen level, and it turned out that your oxygen level was higher than his. And after that, he did not take your oxygen levels. So I think you're naturally a good breather.
Could be, yes, because being in the hills always, and at
Yes.
least in our time, atmosphere was very clear and clean. A lot of trees in Shimla and Himachal all over.
Right. And you have maintained
Probably.
this wherever you have gone outside of Himachal also. You have made
Yes.
sure that you ate on time, you slept on time, and you ate well and you exercised. So, all the
Yes.
prerequisites for a healthy life. We are taught that the body declines and deteriorates with age, But you and Anita ji really upend this thinking that and prove that this is a myth. If you follow right way of living, you will stay healthy and you can continue to do things that are and be physically even more active that is considered as impossible at your age.
These days, I read a lot about, articles about longevity, and there are so many medicines and things being supplements being sold at an astronomical price that this will increase your age and it will make you look younger and all that. At least for me, I've seen that we are eating normal food, mostly Indian food, that too preferably our kangdi food.
Yes.
Normal rice, dal, and vegetable. This is the normal
Correct.
food we eat. No special precautions also we take. When I went for this hypoxic training in Pune, they took my blood tests and other tests. They had a whole physiological department to assess your age. According to them, my age turned out to be 52.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm sure
Whereas I'm
your age
72
will
plus.
also be much less by
So,
these tests.
Actually, I would like to say we eat everything. We haven't left anything fried or anything, but we eat in moderation.
And not daily, not having fried every
No,
day.
not daily, not daily. No.
So these are some of the good practices Anita and Ramanji follow. The reason he can do the Nati dance of Himachal en route to the highest point on earth, Mount Everest. Follow and subscribe so you don't miss the beautiful sights, experiences, and valuable inspiration in the third and last part.